Hey yo, it's Daeni and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about some sights that I just got. Pretty low budget, about $30, and that is the BSA. Now I've seen these online. But I haven't really seen anyone do any reviews on them. So, you know, they dope. You ain't gotta skip. They dope. I'm using it on my shotgun, my VR80. It works pretty smooth. It came out the box. It was sighted. I was able to hit from at least 50 yards center mass. Yeah, I started working with the backup sights because I didn't zero those. But then it's a shotgun, and I was like, meh. But it was pretty dope, man. And the grouping was really tight compared to my other shotgun. This kept it really tight. I wonder if it has anything to do with the 20-inch barrel. And my other shotgun, I think, is like 16, a little bit less. But some stock joint that you get when you first get into shotguns, you know what I mean? Excuse me. But with that said, let's just talk about this real quick. What you get is a box, you know what I mean? You know how it go. Whole bunch of paper. These desiccant, whatever they call these things. I like to keep these. You could throw these with your ammo or in your safe, and it saves you the trouble of having to buy it. Come with the warning sticker. Nothing else except for plastic in the box. Instructions manual, but nobody reads. General return policies. I didn't even buy from them directly. So if you want to return, you can return it directly to BSA. And then registering your device. But $30, come on, son. It's a red dot. It's only red dot, but it's a pretty strong sight. The one is pretty manageable. So what I mean is, like, you can see the red dot at 1. And then you can see it's really bright at, like, it starts to get really bright like around 9 to 11. Had it covered. My bad. So what I'm saying is, but the only thing I would say about this, as far as the paint on the actual sights, it's pretty bad. If you're cleaning, any oil get on it or anything, if you're eating food and you touch it with your greasy hands, that whatever that thing is made of is gonna eat it away. So I don't have a 0 because I was cleaning the weapon and I had oil on my hand, and the oil basically ate at the number 0, the paint. So you have all the other numbers, but 0 is non-existent. So looking at mine, don't use it as a judgment. But here's the sights. You know, at some point you're gonna just have to take my word for it. You can see it at 1 in low light settings, and then you can see. I'll probably put some footage on it. Like, you can put some side. You can see it. At all settings, pretty visible. Comes with a battery out the box. At least it did for me. Big knob, easy to use. It has the adjustments for the top, at the windage at the top, or up and down at the top, left and right at the side. It doesn't come with this little clippy part right here. I had to order this online. It's a medium razor. I had to raise the scope up a little bit because whenever I flipped up the mag pull, it was at the top of it. So basically it covered the whole glass, so I couldn't really use that. So yeah, I just washed my hands because I was cleaning the rifle, and I didn't want to clean the rifle online because there's plenty of videos out there that show you how to clean this. It's pretty cumbersome. I try to do it when I first get the weapon. I didn't clean it when I first bought it, so I fired it, then I cleaned it. So I won't clean it again for maybe another 3 trips to the range, depending on how successive they are. So if I do it back to back to back, like in a month, I might take it there. After the 3rd time, I might take and go and get it cleaned. Anyway, but so I had to get this razor. I had to raise up the sights. And the sights, the actual mechanism they use to attach it to the rifle sucks. you get it all modded up because that screwdriving part isn't really that deep down. And that's the only way for you to really do it. You could twist it, you could hand twist it, but the grip things are still pretty loose. And on a shotgun, you know, we gotta take into consideration that, you know, there's a lot more force when you fire a shotgun than say a AR. So I had to like use a big enough screwdriver and kind of gently tighten it in place in order to make it work pretty good. So when I took it to the range, I was firing it though. It worked fine for me, so I can't complain. I guess it did work. I didn't want to take the chance of not having it tight and then shooting the rifle or the shotgun and it ended up sending it downrange, because you know that could happen. Other than that, those are the paint thing and the actual attachment used. And oh, and this piece right here in between, the piece in between, like this whole bar piece is not attached to the scope. So it can be a little bit frustrating to install because you'll get it on the railing and it'll fall off the scope. So you end up having to try to find a way to like balance your rifle so that it can stay on the railing and the scope. So that's another reason why I didn't want to take it off to show you guys, because I didn't zero, but it came out the box zero, and I don't want to kind of mess that up. So the next thing I have to do is probably zero these backup sights right here, these Magpul backup sights, and that's it. You know, that's it. I wanted to share this with you because, you know, it's a cheap scope. Oh, and it comes with like this, like a plastic, the lens protector basically, and you got to put it in backwards, and it's also difficult to install in the sense that, you know, you end up touching the glass more than you want to, so you have the potential to damage the glass. It's cheap, so I don't know how long the glass are, how much damage fingerprints can do to the actual glass. So that's why I'm like, don't take my word for it. I'm just sharing my concern with you, right? So with that said, for like $30, if you can find it at that price now, I'd give these a green light. I think for a shotgun they're great because you're not really trying to do precision aiming. I say get some good sights on them, because if you're going to be using like, oh, I don't know, slugs, you might need that accuracy. And you can probably even use this BSA sights. I don't even know what BSA stands for really. They just put BSA everywhere. And the dots is a 5 MOA. So I think at 50 yards, you're looking at, it's probably going to take up at least 5 of those squares. So it's a shotgun. So by 100 or 50 yards, it's going to be pretty spar, like it's going to be pretty, you know what I'm talking about, it's going to be wide. You're going to have a lot of coverage, so it's probably going to still be bigger than the 5 MOA. Other than that, the sights is a go. I think that's great for this kind of platform. I was going to put it on a 22, but it's just so big and brawly that I was like, I think it looked better on the shotgun. You know, if you agree, leave it in the comment. If you don't, you know, leave it in the comments. Other than that, you know, that's this. The VR80, it ran smooth, beautiful gun. If you haven't fired one before, you should. It's a great gun. You'll enjoy it. And granted, you get the modifications, change out the stock and the pistol, the pistol grip. But other than, and get a more magazine, like a 10 magazine or a 25 round magazine, it'll be great. And that's it. That's it. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave some comments below. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know what you think about the whole setup, the whole setup, and even the sights. All right. Thank you for watching. 1.